Dude, you suck at this game.
Whatever, man. Alright, everyone, welcome back, and here I am, once again, in Whiteland 1. The absolute chaos fest that is this freaking track. It didn't take me long, thankfully, to get back here. The Trek to Trek 3 wasn't that difficult. I also discovered something that in that One Death Wind track, you can actually speed up and use a jump to like jump over one of the corners or one of the big turns. And I didn't realize you could do that. It made that racetrack immensely easier. That's a red herring. I'm not taking it. You can't make me. But I also noticed that there are a few themes with this. A lot of big arrow speed ups right at the finish line. A lot of precision turns. There's usually one gimmick for every one of these tracks, which is neat. I love the variety. When you're going to do a gimmick, just do one gimmick at a time. Don't mix them all together when it comes to racing. It doesn't really work out. In most cases. Mario Kart did it right? Because, you know, there's only... And so did F-Zero, in fact, because they have certain tracks that have, like, you know, big inversions where you're driving upside down over the track, and they don't do that multiple times. You know, they just save it, and then they move on. So every track has something that's unique about it, and this, I think, they kind of did the same thing. And as you can see, I have a few more lives this time. I have 5 lives, as opposed to only 2 coming into it, which is also a handy. Handy is a handy. Anyway. So there you have it. This is going to go better, I can already tell. I think I remember I think I played part of this. I missed that speed. I don't remember when, but if I recall correctly, the next track that's coming up, or the second next track comes up, is another Silence, which is fine. Although I do miss Port Town. Where's Port Town, guys? Where is it? This is probably one of my least favorite Port Town versions. Sort of? I don't know, really, to be honest. I actually kind of like the F-Zero X version, but not a big fan of the GX version. I don't know. I don't know. It's fun. I guess it's fun. I don't know what I'm complaining about, but still. Where's Port Town, guys? And does Whiteland kind of have an urban setting with it? Because if you look at the bottom there, you can see, like, it looks like there could be cities underneath there. I don't know. So I've been thinking about myself while I was getting myself caught up here, and I was like, you know, I've always set, oh Jesus, right in the minefield. I always set kind of, or should I say, the freaking herpy field. The ground herpy field. No offense to those who have herpes. Don't know why I had to point that out. That's fine. Anyways, an awkward moment aside, I was thinking about it while I was getting back to this track, and I was like, you know, I've only set myself a couple of goals as far as what games that I want to do for the time being. But I thought of another one that I kind of thought about coming back and finishing. You do not pass me, you bitch. One of them was... oh, careful. A lot of explosions. A lot of chaos, as usual. I'm thinking about going back to Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land. Port Town, there you are. I was wondering where you went. Oh, boy, that track looks interesting. Looks like Clippy got digested partially. I don't know why I keep referencing Clippy. I do like this music. I take that back. I take back what I said. I also like the little background things, like those little tree things. I always figured like there's like a species of tree people, or maybe there's like a giant green clam and there's like a bunch of clam people living in there. I don't know. Anything's possible in F-Zero Land. Who knows what they were thinking when they created it. These turns do seem somewhat familiar to me. I don't know, but they just do. Thank God. Do not cheese dick me, game. With like, oh, sorry, you have to hit the boost and make sure you're going in a 25-degree angle. Anyway. So I thought about going back to Return to Dinosaur Land. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering what happened to it, because it just kind of abruptly ended. I had some severe input lag issues. I don't remember my exact setup when I recorded it last. I think I was using the iGrabber and a splitter, and there was some bad input lag to the point where I had to go to precision platforming mode eventually, had to happen. And of course, they had to mix together precision platforming with slippery platforms, and that pretty much was a game ender for me. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I tried and tried and tried, and I died and died and died. So I kind of gave up on it. However, now I have a new recording setup. I might go back to it. I really did enjoy that game. If you haven't played Return to Dinosaur Land, it's kind of like a... Think of it like a Mario World 1.5. It's just more Mario World. Those are my favorite hacks. Just the hacks that are just... They just take the game and they expand it. They don't do anything way super over the top. They don't add a whole bunch of like new assets or anything like that. It's just more of whatever that IP is. Not to say that I don't like the ones that add a bunch of new assets and stuff, but I do. I very much thoroughly enjoy the ones that just add more game, which is another reason why I really like this game. God damn it, fuck this game. I can't believe I ran into that. But yeah, and that's that. There's quite a few repros I've been considering going after. You guys have to help me out in your opinions on this. I was thinking about going after, what's it called? The Chrono Trigger one? Crimson Fire or whatever? I don't know what it's called. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot. I've repeated it to Alan on multiple occasions, like, oh, you should totally get this one, I've heard good things. But I've also heard that it's incomplete in cartridge form, and I don't know if this is true or not. Is it worth picking up at like the $50 price tag that it's asking for? Which I understand why it's $50. I do understand why. But is it worth it? If anybody owns it, Crimson Echoes, that's what it is. Let me know if it's any good. Another thing I've been curious about is Metroid, Super Metroid hacks. I've heard good things about them too. Not a huge fan of Metroid, believe it or not. But I can see the merits in it. Like, I definitely want to have it just to give it a try, because they do a lot of interesting things with the hacks that make the game completely different, which I think would be really interesting to try out. So, if you guys know anything about it, let me know. Look at it. Ew, they have eyes. They look like they have eyes. They look like little gross frog heads. Those dummy cars. I know they're supposed to be like little jets, but they look like eyeballs. Who let them on the track is my question. Like, it's obvious that they're not going to be anywhere near as fast as the other racers. Who just okayed that? Hey, you're probably going to die or cause death, but whatever. I also wondered if there was a certain number of them on the track, or if they just spawn randomly. So is it like 15 dummy cars and 3 players, or 4 characters, or is it just random? If someone can help me clear that up, that'd be great. Anyway, sweet, we did it. We beat the Queen. Now we have to go on to King. We'll do one track on the King, and then we'll probably call it good. And then, yeah, let me know what you think about the whole Return to Dinosaur Land thing. That would be fun, I think. I think that would be a lot of fun. Mute City, Port Town, Red Canyon. So you see, that isn't... Is that in the order I played him in? I don't think so. I think this is the old track layout. They just never changed it. They just swapped the tracks out. They didn't even bother changing their names in the actual records. That's funny. It's okay. I'll forgive them. I still love it, so I'm not going to complain. I know, if you think I'm being stupid for playing beginner, it's because I suck at this game, if that hasn't become obvious yet. Really, you're going to throw this track back at me? Great. Wonderful. Oh boy. Yeah, I missed that one. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. Anyways, unfortunately, guys, I live in kind of a small town, but unfortunately it doesn't stay small because this town happens to be a college town, and unfortunately college has started, so that means traffic has gone from this road right now to basically F-Zero X. That's actually sort of a good analogy? I don't know. Anyway, it's been rather ridiculous and I don't like it, but I have to deal with it, I guess. Me and my fiance used to have this like Sunday tradition, and I love traditions. I think traditions, if you're getting involved with a girl, boy, whatever, and you're starting a relationship, I think it's important to establish like traditions with your relationships because those are endearing and they're awesome. Perhaps I'm just going cheesy for a moment, but I am getting married soon, so I gotta have like vows in my mind eventually, right? I haven't really thought them out very well yet, but I'm working on it. I'm sure it's just gonna knock our socks off, let me tell you. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know who my fiance is, I don't know why I haven't mentioned this enough, but she has her own channel that's on my channel. She does art and crafts and stuff like that. She's very good at watercolor. She just finished a watercolor of Dante from Devil May Cry, and it looks badass. I really suggest, if you're a big fan of DMC, I can tell you right now, you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's awesome. It's just like a portrait, a face portrait of Dante. It's pretty awesome. Or Virgil. Honestly, I don't know much about DMC lore. I just know it's kind of cool, and I just really royally ruined that, didn't I? My God, that was Captain Blob in there, kind of slushed to one side and couldn't figure out how to go straight again. That happens a lot in this game. Not nearly as bad as the Game Boy Advance game, I might add, but it is still pretty bad. I don't like using that speed boost there, so I'm going to move it. Dummy. God, I'm really hurting the dummy car's feelings. Like, oh, why are you calling me a dummy? I just want to be an F-Zero racer. Like, these could be the F-Zero X racers just trying out. That would be an interesting spin on things. Oh, Christmas. And I exploded. No, I didn't. It's fine. I got this. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm just gonna beat the race. No. That would be really cool. I would have impressed some people, eh? Ah, gosh darn it. And that was all because I couldn't stay straight on the track. Anyway, so my fiance, Acid Always, is her channel. Make sure to check her out if you have some spare time. She does a lot of cool stuff on there that I could never do. Oh my gosh. Nope. I didn't take number 5. Oh, I think it was number 6 I actually got last time. I'd like to clear up that discrepancy. Okay, I wanted to go reverse. And little did you know, that's number 6. I took number 6 out with me last time. And it was a little awesome. Golly. I've seen it's just not having a good time. Captain Falcon's just having an off day. He's like, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna get some juice up. I know, I'm gonna lose some ranks, but I don't care. I needed some juice, guys. I'm getting on the juice path. I'm gonna start juicing. Going on the juice diet. My car. Speaking of my car, I actually oil changed it. Gotta say, they have gone leaps and bounds on how to change oil now. My oil filter is under my wheel well from the passenger side car of the car. I need to not hit that boost. And it took me by surprise because I couldn't find it. I was like, where is this thing? And, oh, you know, it's behind the tire? What? Anyway, that was fun. I got it sorted out. It was a mess, but it was fun. So, pro tip, don't turn when you're doing this very hard or you go into the wall several times. Unless that's what you want. You just want to give some surprise butt sex to the fucking dummy cars. They're just like, I'm just gonna get in front of you. I'm gonna be like that guy that drives in front of you that just makes the obnoxiously slow turn. You know. Don't you hate that? Oh my gosh, I hate that. Pet peeves of mine. I don't have much road rage. I don't think. You don't know if you do until you're in that situation. Like, I was again, on the same highway, almost took someone out. I don't know if the horn on my car just sucks or what, but I was driving home. I was on the outside lane. I was on the outside lane, and like I was last time, I was on the outside lane. I think I said that. And someone on the inside lane just started moving on the other side of the road, and I was in their blind spot. So check your blind spots, kid, because you know she just about drove right into me. God, guys, why? This is a coup. It's like Samurai Go doesn't like Captain Falcon, which lore would dictate he doesn't, actually. That's actually fact in the game. That's canon. So I'm not making that up. That was a close call. Anyways, I was driving home and someone in the other lane just started merging over. I laid on the horn and she just kept merging over. And I got behind him and still laid on the horn for like 30 seconds after that, and they didn't care. I just had to slam on brakes and let the fat bastard ass in. There's nothing I can do about it. But obviously, whatever phone call they had was more important than the safety of them and whoever else was in the vehicle as well as mine. That's fine. Don't talk on the... Oh, I forgot where the road was. Don't talk on the phone and drive either, kids. Don't do that. Texting drives bad. Talking on the phone, almost as bad. It's ridiculous. I was ranked 6 for one lap. Woo! That's not good. Alright, guys. I'm going to pause it as soon as I can. Well, we're going to pause it. Okay, guys, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. We'll come back. We'll continue with the King's Cup. See if we could finish it. I don't know if we can, but we'll try. If not, that's fine. We'll do it again later. Anyways, see you later, guys. See you later. Later.